We welcome Jim Hopkins and Don Smith to our studio this morning, and a big event coming up over at the Comer Museum and Arts Center. Gentlemen, good morning to you.
Morning.
Thank you for being with us. And y'all up bright and early this morning and had your first cup of coffee and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, now I thought you were going to have a sausage and biscuit for us when we got here, and I'm disappointed.
Did I tell you about my producer?
You did.
He mic'd y'all up, get y'all seated, and see what happens with me.
Yeah, he just pushed you over here and said, get in here.
All right. Yeah. Thanks to both of you being here this morning. The Classic Car and Bike Show is upon us in just a few days, early March. Talk about that this morning, gentlemen.
Okay, well, Jim's really the expert on this, but I'll give you some things.
Well, I want to talk to the expert, Jim.
Actually, it's on March the 3rd, and we're excited about it, and Jim's got really most of the information.
Well, how many years has we done this now?
This is the 5th annual, right?
I thought it was the 3rd.
Is it the 3rd?
Oh.
Jim, let's get to you since you got all the information.
I told you he was the expert.
We try to time it so it's the same day as the Pancake Day for the Kiwanis Club. Yeah. We appreciate our partnership with them. We really are not associated with them necessarily, but we always have a good time. Going to get the pancakes and everything and getting started. We're also this year coordinating with Meet Me in Town. The bunch that has the drive-in in town, so that they can, come and see our classic cars that are going to be there, and involve more people. We had like 89 cars last year. We're looking to have over 100 this year.
Well, you got an instant crowd.
Yeah, absolutely.
With both these other events taking place.
That's right.
And, with the early spring that we're enjoying now, and I looked at the 10-day forecast, and it looks pretty good for the next 12 to 15 days. So, you kind of roll the dice a little bit, but that's been always a big event at the Comer Museum and Arts Center. Tell us a little bit about what's going to be taking place.
Well, like I say, we'll have hopefully over 100 cars and motorcycles. We're going to have it's a $20 entry fee, so it's really for a car show it's a very, very reasonable. So if you've got a classic car, give us a call at the museum.
Or a motorcycle.
Okay. Right.
I'm a motorcycle guy, so I like that. Be sure
Let me mark that right there. All right,
mark that down, okay.
We have a first and second and third prize for both motorcycle and cars. We have a People's Choice Award for both motorcycle and cars. We have a 50-50 split the pot, which everybody pitches in and they split it at the end of the day with the museum. It is a fundraiser, so therefore. And we're having live entertainment from the Nashville Songwriters Association International, the Sylacauga chapter. There's it's going to be a great day for everybody. They're going to have the snow biz and I suppose the train rides and all that kind of stuff. So there'll be a lot for the whole family.
Don, you've been a part of this for a number of years, and how has the museum grown, and what are some of the services that are offered there, and how important is this fundraiser to the longevity and success of our museum?
Well, we need a lot of things. The city is going to update our bathrooms right away, which we're so excited about that. Get that done. Everybody come and see it. But we're funded by some of the city, but we raise most of our money to stay in business. And we have receptions. We have a reception every month. We had Black History Month. Pamela, do you remember the lady's name? Pamela. She was a sweet gal. She grew up around this area, moved to New York, and she's back. She had a great exhibit. It's still there. So if you guys want to come out and look at it, it's terrific. But we're growing. We're changing some exhibits out. The receptions are every month. If you're not a member of the museum, you can join very, very modest corporate sponsor. If you're retired, you can join for as little as $10, and that helps us stay in business. Y'all please come and support your museum. Come in. We're open Tuesday through Friday from 10 to 5. Closed
A lot
on
of
Monday.
tourist groups come into town and visit the museum. Yeah.
Bus loads of folks come in. They go to Bluebell, come to us, or come to us and go to Bluebell, and a lot of different things here. So yeah, we've seen you down there a time or two.
You mentioned the motorcycles.
Yes.
You're a motorcyclist kind of guy. What's going to be happening with the motorcycles there?
I'm hoping we'll have a big crowd with motorcycles. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to be there until late in the day.
Well, let me mark that down.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. I got spanked on the hand.
You got 2 strikes against you right here.
I know. Yeah. But we're hoping to have some of the guys, the local guys, to come in and show their bikes. We usually put them on Broadway. We'll have the West 8th Street marked off so that we can park some cars there. And I hope we have so many that we have to go over to the recreation department and park. I'm hoping.
Jim, all kinds of vehicles, the classic car and bike show, and it'd be surprising the number of people who have these classic vehicles in our area.
There are a lot. This area is rich. One reason in the south we don't have the salt problem that they do in the north, so there are a lot of older cars that last a lot longer here than they do in other parts of the country. So therefore the restoration, albeit extensive, is not as bad as it is like in a car in New York or something like that that's got all the salt on the roads. So we're rich with treasures in old junkyards and places where people can find cars to restore, and a lot of people, this is like their kids. You know, these cars are very important to them, and they're very proud of them, and should be, because it takes a lot of work to restore one of these cars. And so the folks that come out to see these things, more than the awards, they just appreciate somebody else appreciating their work.
There's a guy that I work with at Curtis & Son. His name is Shane Culver. And Shane does these things. He is into restoration and showing off. He got one of these Volkswagens that he shows off, and it'll be the star of the show according to him. But a lot of people involved in this. It's on the campus of the museum and art center, and a lot of people can come by and they can eat breakfast with the Kiwanis Club, and just they can spend the day there if they'd like.
They can spend the day. We've got food vendors coming to that they can eat in the afternoon. So and there's plenty to do. Like I say, there'll be it's for the whole family, and in the process, they can take a tour of the museum and see some wonderful items that they didn't even know were in Sylacauga. So we're excited about it. We really are.
Don?
Yes, sir. Well, I want to mention some of our sponsors. Coos Valley Hospital.
You get to that.
Yeah. Well, these people help us.
That's right.
That's right. They keep our doors keep our doors open. Coos Valley Hospital, Adventure Rentals, South First Bank, Southern Alloy, McDonald's, Burger King, Arby's, Dairy Queen, Arnold's Sales and Lease, Advanced Auto, O'Reilly's, AutoZone, Thomas Auto Parts, Napa, Robo Motors, Right Tire, and more to come. We have some other folks that will come on, and we have people that are going to have Polish sausage and barbecue and etc. That's Quentin and Alicia Cooley, and of course Archie will be there with the Showbiz, Snowbiz. And
Archie kind of a legend in his own mind.
You know what? You're right. Absolutely. Been knowing him since he was a child.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. This show's aired across state Alabama on charter cable to some 650,000 households. So is it too late for people to register their vehicle?
No.
How do they do it?
They can register up to and including the day of all they need to do is call the museum and
even show up that morning. We're going to let them come in, and we'll give them a number, and we'll get started. We're going to be ready at 7 in the morning.
Okay.
They don't have to be there at 7.
Of course, we got a telephone number for them to call.
Our telephone number is 256-245-4644. 4016. As you saw, I went blank on that. So.
What goes into the judging of this event, and who are the judges? Quiet, or are they known, or what?
When they start snooping around the cars, they start looking like judges.
Okay.
I can name 2 of them, but one I don't. Do you know who they all are?
I do not.
I'm not one of them, so I can say I'm not one of them. Do they nod their head or something?
You know, I don't know.
Well, they get that kind of cock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
You can tell because they cock their head a little sideways. That's a judge right there.
Oh yeah, there's one of them.
But what did we have last year? The number of units that registered? How many?
89.
So we'll top 100 this year.
Oh, absolutely.
I hope so.
Absolutely.
So if people would like more information, they can call the museum, or is there an online or Facebook page or anything like that?
You can go to Comer Museum on Facebook and get information, and call the museum and register there.
Okay.
And it's going to be a great day. I love this year I've partnered with Meet Me in Town.
What's that about?
Meet Me in Town. It's been going on for a couple of years. What it is when I was a kid, we'd ride around town, and park in the Ogletree Plaza, and
That's what Don did.
and all
You're
that,
right.
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff there. So what this is Sammy Butler has put together a group to try to entice people to come out and just talk about old times and show off their cars and their bikes and stuff. So we're in concert with them, trying to put this on the same day, so that we can just transition from the day into the evening. And they have all kind of contests, and they have their own Facebook page, Meet Me in Town, Sylacauga, and they do all kind of little competitions and kind of things. But we're excited about partnering with them, because they have long arms and reach out to Tennessee and Georgia and Mississippi and all these other places. So that's one reason we're looking to have a whole lot more participation this year than we've had.
But Don, this is a family event. You can bring the whole family.
We want the children to come. They enjoy it. They sure do. We've got got treats for the children, and I guess we're going to do face painting this year. I don't know. We usually do, but
You need a little help with that.
You're right. Yeah, but they always refuse me every time.
We don't want to neglect with our children getting them into the museum itself.
That's right.
Such history there, not only for younger children, but for us older children as well.
Yeah, it's an absolute. I mean, there are so many things to see in the museum.
There is.
Things concerning the history of Sylacauga that most of us haven't even imagined.
We don't have a clue.
Don't have any idea.
Right.
And we're putting together some events for the children inside the museum to spark their interest. So that's going to be ongoing. So.
All right, let's kind of capsule where we are coming up in early March. Jim Hopkins and Don Smith, our guests this morning. Big fundraiser for the Museum and Arts here in Sylacauga, and right there on Broadway. You can't miss it. And we again kind of capsule what's going to be happening that day, gentlemen.
Jim is our expert, so I'm going to do that. I want to add our telephone number very slow.
Okay.
256-245-4016.
He remembered that.
Yes.
I have it written on the piece of paper in front of me, so because I just push speed dial on my phone. But the Classic Car and Bike Show, Comer Museum and Art Center, 711 North Broadway. That's right next to the high school. $20 entry free. It starts at 9 until 2 in the afternoon. There'll be food, there'll be entertainment. It's a family event. It's right. Go over to the Pancake Day for the Kiwanis Day at the Kiwanis Pancake Day at the Sylacauga High School cafeteria, and then slide over and spend the day.
You just walk right over there.
Just walk right. You just park one time and walk right over there. Mm-hmm. And then we'll have food and drink in the afternoon, and you can just come and enjoy the day. It's a family event. Come and see our museum. We're so proud of it. And I
We just had it painted.
We just had it painted.
Yeah. Gonna get some new bathrooms soon.
All right.
How
man.
about that?
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we're going to take a time out. You'll get that later.
Oh, I got it. Oh, you're clever.
You remember that auction we had last year?
Yeah.
Why didn't you get my nod? I wanted that item.
I saw the nod.
Too
and
late?
It was too late. It was, but that was a lot of fun. That was.
And speaking of fun, this is going to be such a fun event as
Oh,
well.
it is.
You know, whether it's an auction or whether it's the car and motorcycle show, or just showcasing our community, showcasing what's going on here in Sylacauga and surrounding areas. Thank you both for being here this morning.
Thank you.
And we wish you the best. We'll keep promoting it for you.
Thank you.
Very good.
All right,
Thanks,
more
sir.
Daybreak coming up right after this.